I thought I had cancer.
My hair was falling out. I was always having terrible joint and bone pain.
Tremendous, tremendous pain. I mean, I could not straighten my back out. My gut was so wrenched.
Intestinal pain.
I had been breaking out in hives for about 8 years.
I was diagnosed with MS.
I lost about 15 pounds.
I just want somebody to help me because I was beginning to think I was going crazy.
Hi, my name is Michael Frolickstein. I was diagnosed with celiac disease approximately 5 years ago. I had suffered all my life. I think probably my adolescence and childhood, but certainly the last 20 years were a blur. I knew almost immediately as a filmmaker that I wanted to go out and talk to people, show that this isn't just something that affects your stomach, your GI tract, but that the symptoms are really vast. There's just been too many forward movements in medicine for celiac to be so far back.
When you think about the fact that celiac has over 300 symptoms, I can't even fathom a guess to how many hundreds of those I had.
There's about as many symptoms as any person can have for anything for celiac disease, and I think that's one of the things that makes it in some ways challenging, but really in many ways a fascinating disorder.
I had been tested for lupus, for MS, for brain tumors. I had been told I had ear rocks for vertigo. Irritable bowel syndrome, I had been told. I had been tested for Crohn's. I had my appendix removed when it wasn't my appendix. I had 2 very preterm babies and a miscarriage. So it ran the gamut.
Jesse, can you tell me why Daddy isn't very happy in this picture?
Because he had a stomach ache. Because he ate so much gluten.
That's right.
That makes me sad too.
I didn't feel well a good portion of my life. When I was a kid, I'd get stomach aches in the morning. They'd say, "You have nervous stomach," it was called at that point. I don't even think they had things like IBS. I was told I was an anxious kid. What was your son Michael like growing up? What was I like growing up?
Pain in the ass.
You can also state it with the question, like growing up with my son was a pain.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't have to have my quote.
Oh, well, you can.
Right.
Okay.
So what was it like? What was I like as a kid?
Michael is really better as an adult than a kid.
I think what my dad is trying to say is that I was a bit of a handful as a kid. As I got into my teens, I felt a little off both physically and emotionally. I was frustrated because it felt like something was wrong with me, but nobody could ever really put a finger on it. Can you tell me what you know about celiac disease?
I don't know what celiac disease is.
I know that people who have it they have gluten allergies. That's all I know.
I just know that someone that I knew had to eat lots of bananas because of potassium and whatever because they had celiacs.
Celiac disease, from what I understand, is a reaction to gluten.
Can you tell me what you know about celiac disease?
Nothing. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder whereby our bodies inflame our small intestines when we eat gluten.
Meet our little friend, gluten. Gluten is the protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. The purpose of your immune system is to protect your body against invaders. When someone with celiac disease eats even a small amount of gluten, the body instead sees the gluten as an invader and the small intestine as its target. attacking the tiny finger-like structures in the small intestine called villi. Over time, your brain, nervous system, bones, liver, and other organs are deprived of vital nutrients and begin to break down. Left untreated, this can lead to many serious health problems.
Back when we went to medical school, they believed that only 1 in 5,000 had celiac disease. Obviously, we've come quite a long way since then.